which sport, in your opinion, would benefit the most from a Mayweather-McGregor super fight?
Well, ultimately, because Floyd is going to be such a massive favorite in the fight, and because Floyd is, considered one of the best pound-for-pound boxers of all time, ultimately, boxing will still probably, benefit more from this because, on paper, Floyd should win this fight. And, this once again kind of puts MMA back in the boxing realm because MMA as a sport as a whole is bigger than boxing right now. So if they go out and they put their golden boy, one of the greatest boxers of all time, and he goes out there and outboxes and beats Conor McGregor, maybe he beats him handily, then it's a huge boon for boxing. I mean, that's the feather in their cap. They can sit there and pound the desk and say, look, we took out MMA's best guy with our best guy. And so it's a big moment for them because ultimately it's still a boxing pay-per-view. It is still a boxing match, and boxing would be the ultimate victor in that. But Floyd may only come back for one fight. That may be it for him again. And so, I think the undercard and how they build those kind of things, who they have on the undercard, how much they build the card around Conor and Floyd will play some sort of a factor in the perception of who's going to come out the victor in this. But I do believe ultimately boxing is still slightly ahead just because Floyd has such a great chance to win.
Now, that leads me to my next question. I mean, who do you pick to win this fight? A lot of people think that Floyd's going to win it in such a dominating fashion. What says you?
Well, I think Floyd wins, but not in the dominant fashion some people may think, because I think Floyd is not that kind of dominating fighter. Floyd is a very defensive-minded fighter, maybe the greatest defensive fighter of all time, and that will benefit him against a guy like Conor McGregor. But Conor will have a reach advantage. He will have a size advantage. He is clearly a solid boxer with a lot of power. It also depends on what weight they agree to take this fight. I know Floyd has said maybe 147 or 150 pounds. Conor is fighting at 155 in the UFC. That may be part of the negotiation of what weight they would compete at. If Conor could get Floyd to come up to 154 perhaps, that would give him a bigger advantage because he wouldn't have to cut as much weight and get down there. But ultimately, Floyd should win the fight. He's one of the best boxers of all time, and Conor has literally no boxing experience. So based on those two factors alone, Floyd should win the fight. But Conor can go 12 rounds. I do believe Conor can go 12 rounds with Floyd. I don't believe Floyd will knock out Conor McGregor. And those factors will still make Conor a big winner in this fight. If he can go 12 rounds with arguably one of the greatest boxers of all time in his first ever boxing match, that's still a big win for him.